There is one word, one single concept that causes dark spiritual forces to experience what can only be described as absolute terror. It's not God. It's not heaven. It's not even immortality. No, it is unbornness. And there's a reason you've never heard anyone speak of it. Think about how we talk about human existence. We are obsessed with life after death, immortality, the soul continuing, heaven, hell, reincarnation. Even atheists debate what happens after. But almost no one asks, what about before you were born? Did your soul exist before your body took form? Before your first breath? Before your name was spoken? And if so, why has this question been erased from modern consciousness? Let me tell you, this erasure is not an accident. It is a targeted spiritual attack. In esoteric tradition, there is a being known as Ahriman, a force aligned with materialism, mechanization, the cold, dead realm of minerals and machines. Ahriman's goal? To trap human consciousness entirely within the physical world, through intellect without wisdom, through logic without spirit, through science that denies the soul. Now here's the key. Ahriman can tolerate belief in immortality. Why? Because it still accepts birth as the starting point. Birth to death. That is his frame. Your life begins here, in matter, in time, in flesh. But unbornness? The idea that your soul existed before conception, that your journey began long before this body. This shatters the frame. It breaks the illusion. Because if your soul is eternal, not just after, but before, then this life is merely one chapter, one incarnation, one sacred mission in an infinite pilgrimage. And according to initiation science, when beings like Ahriman encounter the word unbornness, they experience terrible horror. The light they move in goes out. They lose all direction. They feel themselves falling into an abyss. This is why the suppression of pre-existence is not passive. It is explicitly Ahrimanic, a calculated silencing. Look at our language. We have a word for endless life, immortality. It echoes in songs, in myths, in temples, in laboratories. But where is the word for endless beginning? Where is birthlessness? Unbornness sounds strange because it has been exiled from thought, from education, from religion, from conversation. Modern schools never ask, where were you before you were born? Mainstream religion starts at creation or conception. Materialist science says consciousness emerges from matter. Full stop. No history, no past lives, no pre-birth purpose. But when you begin to contemplate unbornness, everything changes. You realize this body, this family, this era, these were not random, they were chosen, or at least spiritually significant. You start asking, what did I come here to learn? What karma am I resolving? What promise did my soul make long before this birth that brought me here? These questions cannot be answered by dissecting a brain or sequencing a genome. They belong to the realm of the eternal. And suddenly, The grip of the material world weakens. You are no longer just a consumer, a worker, a biological machine hurtling toward death. You are an eternal being, having a temporary physical experience. And the forces that want you focused only on survival, on pleasure, on profit, on distraction, they lose their power the moment you remember your pre-existence. So here is the challenge. Begin speaking the forbidden word. Say it aloud. Unbornness. Ask the question that makes darkness tremble. Where was I before I was born? The fact that this feels strange, unnatural, even unsettling, tells you everything. Because what feels alien to ask may be the most essential truth to remember. Remember what they want you to forget.
But what never was.
Unbornness. And awaken.